For a fighter, 48 is a time for retirement, for reflection, for a rocking chair, but apparently not for all 48-year-old fighters. Hello everybody, Steve Farhood for the Boxing Channel. I'm at BB King's in the heart of Times Square in New York City for the final press conference before Saturday's big triple header that will be aired on Showtime. The main event is one you don't want to miss because there's nobody like Bernard Hopkins. He's a light heavyweight champion. He'll be making a defense against Iraqi-born Karo Murat. Also on the card, a big heavyweight fight. 29-0, 29 knockouts. Deontay Wilder may be the best hope for the future of American heavyweight boxing, and he'll take on Nicolai Firtha. And also, middleweight champion Peter Kid Chocolate Quillin will defend against Gabriel Rosado. So it's a very good card. But again, it's about Bernard Hopkins. He's 48 years old. He's fighting for history. No one's ever done what he's done before. On Saturday night, when he makes that defense, he will break his own record for being the oldest fighter ever to defend a world title. So let's take a look at what some of these fighters had to say at this press conference here at BB King's.
Möchte ich schon alle herzlich begrüßen. Freue mich, dass ich hier in New York bin, das erste Mal in meinem Leben. Ich habe schon immer geträumt, hier in Amerika große Kämpfe zu machen, vor allem gegen Bernard Hopkins.
Welcome everybody. It's the first time for me to be in the United States. It was my dream of mine to come and eventually fight one day here in the United States, particularly against somebody like Bernard Hopkins.
Ja, es sind noch ein paar Tage bis zum dem Kampf. Ich freue mich riesig. Ich bin in sehr guter Form. Und ja, ich will jetzt hier nicht viel Großartiges reden. Meine Fäuste, die sind trocken und ich möchte sie endlich fliegen lassen.
Yes, there's only a few days left. I'm well prepared. I am ready to go. I'm excited. This really motivates me to be here.
Ich möchte alle herzlich bedanken und kommt alle zu dem Kampf und guckt euch das an, wie ein junger Kerl, der aus Deutschland kommt, dem Bernard Hopkins seinen Titel abreißt und mit nach Hause nimmt.
And make sure you're all going to be there and you're going to witness how a young boy from Germany is going to come here to Bernard's home turf and is going to take the title from him and take it home.
I'm coming to defend my title and look for bigger things next, not later. And I understand that there's some that will want me to slip on a banana Saturday night, that will want me to not take Karo Murat seriously. In my boxing career, that should have been over James Toney and the Roy Jones era. But like I told Nazim and I told many people, I'm of the world, but I'm not. I'm in the world, but I'm not of the world. Oh, what do you mean? Okay, you heard the alien, you heard that stuff. I really believe that. What else and how else can you explain it? Not on drugs. I live right. Y'all wrote about it way before I became 48. So go back in your archives, look at the writing 5, 10 years ago. You ain't even going to read what you wrote when I was 35, when he called me old, when I was fighting down Madison Square Garden. He's old. It's getting old just saying I'm old. Even the young guys is so important. When you go to any event or any challenge, especially boxing, if you can learn the game of chess, of the sport and the sweet science of boxing, you know the chess of playing. But if you learn the chess compared to just learning checkers, and you can learn to play chess and boxing early, where you don't have to wait and go through suffering and go through things that you have to get experience to be able to find out, oh, now I don't know how to play. If you can learn chess early in your game, you will be the Bernard Hopkins now, but you will learn early. So I'm even giving y'all something now early that y'all can be as advanced as the De La Hoyas and myself and others that came in our era. Learn the game of chess early.
So there you have it, the final press conference before Saturday night's Bernard Hopkins-Karo Murat title fight, which will take place in Atlantic City and be on Showtime at 9 p.m. Eastern. Very, very interesting comments. Bernard Hopkins spoke for quite a while. That's no upset. And what I found most interesting is while he was addressing the media here, all the other fighters on the dais, obviously all much younger than Bernard Hopkins, were listening. They were enraptured. They were paying tribute. And they actually realized that they could learn from what he was saying. He sort of reached that level as a iconic figure in boxing. Fascinating to see, because I've been at a lot of press conferences in my time, and usually the fighters are bored out of their minds and playing with their cell phones, etc. Not when Bernard Hopkins talks. His trainer, brother Nazim Richardson, hinted that maybe Bernard will push the envelope this time, be more aggressive, because, as Bernard pointed out, it's been 9 years since Bernard Hopkins knocked anybody out. That victim was Oscar De La Hoya, who's now his partner promotionally. Perhaps Bernard will go for a knockout this time. As for Karo Murat, he's here from Germany. He hasn't fought the highest level of opposition. He's a 6 or 7-1 underdog. Obviously, what he hopes for is that Bernard Hopkins gets old and starts acting his age Saturday night. We'll see if that happens. I wouldn't count on it. So from BB King's here in New York City, we'll see you Saturday night. Look for more coverage of Bernard Hopkins, Karo Murat, and the undercard on the Boxing Channel.